I just got back from the theaters like 5 minutes ago because I had to see the Suicide Squad in IMAX. I have HBO. I could have seen it on TV at home, but god damn it, I had to see this movie in IMAX because I'm a big James Gunn fan, film fan of his films, and hot damn, I'm still. I mean, I got the ticket in my pocket still. Hold on. Just came back. Suicide Squad. You can't see shit. Point is, I just came back from the movie, and I'm still. My head's still. My head's still. I feel like certain people in this movie, if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna spoil it, but my head is. It's a bit of a mind blowing movie. Anyway, my history. Here's my history with James Gunn movies. The first one I saw, obviously, Slither. That is a fucking great invasion, body snatcher, horror, just body gore, Cronenbergian, goddamn, it's fucking nuts. It's a goddamn nutso bonkers movie, and that man has not made a not so bonkers movie in his entire career. That the most normal movie he's made is the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Let that be known. The most normal movie he's made is Guardians of the Galaxy. Think about that. Now, the other James Gunn film I saw after that was Super. Another goddamn not so bonkers movie. If you haven't seen Super, that's about a guy who receives a calling from God to become a superhero, and what he does is he just fucking caves people's heads in with a wrench. Not even like bad people, just like people who cut him in line. That movie's goddamn not so bonkers. So imagine Super and Slither, and you put them together, you get the Suicide Squad. I'm still trying to process this movie. I love how the first 10 minutes of this movie is basically a warning to anybody that brought children to see this movie. That first 10 minutes was like, if you think this is a Marvel movie or any other type of superhero movie, you need to get your kids out of this theater now, because they're gonna see those kids are not gonna be the same after this movie. They're gonna be affected. They're gonna. I'm also not. I'm worried I'm being hyperbolic, because I hated that the trailers say from the twisted mind. I really hate that type of shit. But it is a pretty fucked up. It's a weirdly fucked up movie at points. There's a beautiful massacre in the middle of this movie. It's in the trailers. It's this shot. Beautiful massacre. There's a hilarious massacre with John Cena and Idris Elba. There's the King Shark is a goddamn revelation. Okay, let me just go by actors and characters, shall I? I gotta give props for this movie to finally giving. Well, maybe other movies have before that I haven't seen, but I feel like this movie finally gave Idris Elba something to do in a movie other than sound cool with his British accent. This is a good Idris Elba role. It was supposed to be Will Smith, and it's pretty obvious that it was supposed to be Will Smith, story-wise, but I think Idris Elba really gives it the appropriate. He knew the assignment going in, and he it's not this gruff, it is this gruff dude. I love how the movie kind of plays with the macho toxic masculinity of Bloodsport and Peacemaker. I like that. Speaking of Peacemaker, John Cena, perfect use of John Cena too. John Cena is a crazy. This is my petition. After seeing this movie, this is my petition. We need to get John Cena. This is weird, but we need to get John Cena to play Jason Voorhees. I'm fully serious. I know he's buff as fuck, but I mean, so is Jason. And I know Jason doesn't speak, but John Cena is intimidating as fuck physically in this movie. And also, he just comes at people with a machete at certain points in this movie, and I'm like, this dude needs to play Jason, because the way his fucking Dude's arm, he can't put his arms all the way down. That's how fucking buff he is. 3, Harley Quinn. As always, look, it's Margot goddamn Robbie. It's Margot Robbie. Absolutely good. She is like J. Jonah Jameson levels of perfect casting. She's up there with RDJ and J.K. Simmons as like a perfectly cast superhero. Is J. Jonah Jameson the superhero? A perfectly cast comic book role. Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie. They're one in the same. I can't see any other actors playing that role now. Who else is on the squad? This movie actually made me care about Rick Flagg. Do you understand what I'm saying? Rick Flagg. I actually felt something for this dude. If you've seen the other Suicide Squad, you'd be like, how the fuck? Why would you care about Rick Flagg? You'd be surprised. This movie will get you. Waller is actually fucking scary as fuck in this movie. The last movie with Waller, I feel like they overplayed the stoicness of her, like yes, I'm a mastermind behind everything. Yes, I know, I'm always one step ahead of you. But this Waller is like mastermind with, like, she's scary. She's scary. Who else is in the Suicide Squad? Okay, let's get into my 3 favorites. Polka Dot Man is goddamn incredible. I did not expect Polka Dot Man. I did expect Polka Dot Man because I'm a big fan of this actor, David. I will not pronounce that last name. David Dismalchian. Did I do it? You tell me, David. The things they do with Polka Dot Man's story are so fucking weird. In how his power is portrayed and his backstory is portrayed. Absolute fucking bonkers way of showing this dude's damage and why he's a supervillain. It's played for laughs, but it's also horrifying to look at sometimes. in many ways. In from the way he looks to the way he sees things, it's absolutely horrifying. King goddamn Shark. We all knew King Shark was gonna be a fucking revelation of Groot proportions, but kudos to, and this is gonna sound like an insult, and it kind of is, and I apologize because I'm a fan of the man. Kudos to James Gunn for putting Stallone in that, for finally giving the best possible use of Stallone's stupid fucking voice. Because Stallone's got a... Again, I don't mean this to be as insulting as it sounds. Stallone's got a dumb fucking voice. And to give it to this shark, it's chef's kiss. It's a perfect voice for that shark. And finally, Ratcatcher 2 is the core heart of this movie. And I fell in love with this character. I fell in love with this actor, this character. Fantastic portrayal. And it made me like rats for a second. I don't like rats. It made me like rats for a second. And she's great, this actress. I don't know her name. I gotta look that up. But she's really the scene stealer of the whole movie to me, in my opinion. She really is like the heart of the team. And you don't expect to like root for somebody. You don't expect to root for these people. Like these are some weird superpowers. Oh yeah, I should get into the other Suicide Squad, shouldn't I? We got TDK, we got Savant, we got Javelin, we got what's her face with the orange face, we got Captain Boomerang, we got... Am I forgetting somebody? Pete Davidson. We got Pete Davidson, and we got the Weasel. They're pretty fun. They're pretty fun. Let's just say that they're pretty fun. They have their moments. They have their quick little moments. And I don't want to spoil it in case you haven't even seen the trailers or anything. The true villain of this movie. I mean, if you have, you know who I'm talking about. Again, kudos to James Gunn. He kind of, and this is gonna be kind of give away what the villain is in this movie. But I love how the back half of this movie turns into like superhero Slither. It really becomes super Slither, like immediately. And it's fucking awesome. It combined I love how he combines his horror sensibilities with his super sensibilities into this movie, because the supervillains are like horrifying with their powers sometimes. Like, I didn't expect Polka Dot Man to be OP as fuck, first of all, and then King Shark just rips people apart and eats their heads like apples. And then you got people getting devoured by rats, getting eaten alive by rats. It's fantastic. And then you got a whole point is, the gore in this movie is fantastic. This is more gorier than like most modern horror films, shockingly, which is insane. Which says something about modern horror films, that this is more violent than them. All in all, had a fantastic time at the theaters. I was practically, it was like me and like 5 other people, thank God. And we all had a blast. We all laughed. We all cheered. We all clapped at the end, because we are white people at the end of flights. Suicide Squad, an absolute... I can't believe he pulled it off. I honestly can't believe James Gunn pulled this off. I wasn't expecting this movie to be as good as it was. It's it's the best DC movie, but B, it might be the best superhero movie this year. I mean, there's not a lot of movies coming out this year. This might be the best superhero that comes out in the last couple years, to be honest. It's fan-fucking-tastic. It's so unapologetically weird and goofy. And I miss, and I love Marvel, and I like that Marvel, the TV half, is starting to get a little goofy with its stuff, with WandaVision and Loki and all that. But the movies need to start getting goofy too, dude. Like, the movies need to start getting this weird. And they started with Ragnarok, which Taika is in this movie too. It's a good direction for DC to take with their movies, is this Suicide Squad. Because although I did really enjoy Birds of Prey, I did, and I hope we see Harley again in another Birds of Prey, because I like those characters as well. But Suicide Squad, hot tamale, what a romp. What a picture, I tell you what. So that's my review of Suicide Squad. As you can tell, I'm losing my voice because I was really like laughing hard at certain scenes in this movie. I won't get into spoilers, but it's really fun. It's a funny movie. It's goofy. It's just a good time, dude. Like, I haven't had a good time in a movie theater in a minute, and this was a good time. So yeah, highly recommend. You could watch it at home if you want, but it's fun at a theater. Suicide Squad. I don't know what movie I'm going to be talking about next week. Who knows? What movies are coming out in theaters next week? I'll probably talk about Jungle Cruise. I saw Jungle Cruise as well, so maybe I'll talk about that next week. But yeah, thanks for sitting through all that. Thanks for sitting me gush about this movie. And here's the thing. This is an announcement. I recorded a Chopping Mall video for the movie Chopping Mall. And after I recorded it, I realized my microphone was not plugged in. So that video's gone. I'm going to make another Chopping Mall video, because I really had fun watching that movie, and I don't mind watching it again and just joking throughout it. But like the first genuine reaction, that's gone. But just know, I tried to save it. I couldn't. But yeah, I'll see y'all next week with I think what's next week's. I'm very ahead of this channel, so I think next week is the last Resident Evil video. So see y'all for the last Resident Evil video, and then after that is a newly recorded Chopping Mall video that I gotta start over now. So yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.